Hey guys, so today I want to show you how I make my Jamaican slash Caribbean style oats porridge for my family breakfast. Okay, so what you're gonna need for this is you're going to need some oats. Okay, in a bowl, you're gonna need some sugar. Optional if you don't like yours too sweet. Okay, you're gonna need some salt. You don't have to put salt, but salt for taste. And you're gonna need a cinnamon stick. You're gonna need some condensed milk. You can have some cinnamon powder, optional as well. You can use, you don't have to use cinnamon powder because you already have the cinnamon stick. But if you can also find nutmeg in your area, that will be great. I don't have any nutmeg, so I'm adding some extra cinnamon powder with the cinnamon stick. You're going to need some vanilla essence for flavoring as well, and you can also use the oat milk as well, or it's optional. You can also use water instead of the old milk if you don't want to use old milk. Okay, you're gonna also need a saucepan. This is where you're gonna cook or boil boil your oats porridge in too. Okay, so let's get into it, guys. So what I have here is my pan with some water in it. Okay, as you can see, and I am gonna put this on the stove and get it, bring it to boil. So that's the first thing you want to do. You want to put that on and you want to bring it to boil like so. You want to also, at this time, before you can add in your cinnamon stick and your salt. And this is just so you can get the cinnamon stick boiling inside the water and get all the flavor out inside that water. So you want to go ahead and you want to place your cinnamon stick inside the water like so, and you can also put your salt at this time as well. Okay, and whilst that is coming to boil, you is getting ready, guys. This point you're gonna take your bowl of oats and you're going to add in your milk. I said milk is optional, you can use water, and you're gonna add cold milk to this, guys. And this is so you can have your oats soaking a little bit before it's time to go into the hot. That prevents it from lumping and all of that. Okay, give it a spoon and you can stir it. Okay, I'm going to show you guys in a bit how it's looking. You want to little bit, make sure it's all covered, not a lot. You're just going to bring it just above the oats. Okay, so that should be enough. Let's see. So that is just soaking it, and it's going to be easier and it's not going to be lumpy. If you should put the dry milk inside the hot water, it's going to be lumpy, guys. You're going to have lumps in your porridge. Okay, and it's always better to get it ready, get it soaking and soft, ready for put it into the boiling water. That way it doesn't have to take that long as well, because it's already been soaked. Some people I know soak their oats from overnight and use it as well, but it's optional, guys. So this is what it needs to look like. Just bring the camera in so you can see. So like this, it's just barely cover. This point as well, guys, for the oats porridge, I am going to add the cinnamon powder inside the cold milk with the oats here sitting. The reason for that is I find that it incorporates more better when you add it when it's cold into it like this. Okay, so I'm gonna add the cinnamon powder in right now, and yeah, so get your cinnamon powder and you're gonna add it in. As I said, guys, this is optional because you already got the cinnamon stick, but if you can't get the cinnamon stick, you can use the cinnamon powder, and then if you can get some nutmeg, that would be great. It can be the grated nutmeg or it can be the whole nutmeg. It's good, and you can grate it, like it brings up the flavor and stuff in your porridge. Okay, so now you just want to combine all of this together, just mix it up in there. Get it sitting in the oats while the oats is soaking. Get it soaking in there as well. Okay. There we go. Like so. I'm just going to incorporate it all in there. Get it all mixed up in there. Right. Yeah. And this is it. Okay. So now you're just going to leave that sitting on the side. And just wait for your pan of water to come to boil, and as I said, boil out also the cinnamon stick inside there, and you can see it's nearly there, it's coming. Okay, so it's got to be. So now you can see our water is now been boiling. Okay, so it has come to boil, and you can see the color of the water has changed a bit as well. That's because of the cinnamon stick, so you can tell that the flavor, you can even smell it. Okay, the flavor of the cinnamon is now, you know, boiled it out, most of it, a majority of it, into your water, and that what gives it that brown color that you have there. That change, can you see that color that it's giving? That's what's giving it that color. At this point now, you're going to take your oats that you had soaking, which is this one. We had soaking for a while, and you're going to pour this inside your pan of boiling hot water. Guys, when you're pouring this, you need to be stirring at the same time. Okay, so we're going to give it a quick mix again just before you pour it in. Okay, and you can always, if you don't like your porridge too thick or too watery, so if it's too thick, you can add a little bit more milk or water of your choice, whatever you want to do. Or you can, if it's too watery, you can do the same step. Just put some oats inside a bowl and add a little water to it, mix it up, and then add it to the porridge to get it to the consistency you want. Okay, if it's too watery. So now all we're going to do is we're going to pour this in here, but remember to keep stirring. Okay, you don't want to just leave it sitting for too long. You want to make sure you're stirring when you pour it in. Okay, so like I'm doing right now, I'm not constantly stirring, but I am stirring it. Okay, and that's it. And now you want to keep this going. You want to keep it stirring. Okay, and when you do this, you're going to see that the porridge is going to gradually start getting thick, okay, or to the consistency you want it to be. But you've got to stir this. Guys, this smells so amazing already. So at this point, guys, we're going to leave that to boil for around 5 to 10 minutes. Okay, and then we're going to come back and we're going to finish this off by adding our rest of ingredients, and then we can let it cool and porridge is ready to serve. So my porridge has been boiling now for roughly 10 minutes. And now what I'm going to do is we're going to add in the rest of ingredients. As you can see, guys, as I said, this is the consistency that I want. You can see the thickness in that, okay? And this is what I want it to be like, okay? Like so, okay? Very nice, very thick, not watery, not overly thick, but the right consistency. At this point, you can go ahead and either remove your cinnamon stick, or you can leave it in there, guys. I'm just going to leave my cinnamon stick inside that, okay, like so. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to add my sugar first, okay. So we're going to add some sugar. I might not add all of this, guys, because I'm going to taste it and see how sweet it is, and if I want it to be any sweeter, then I can add the rest of sugar. To that, we're going to add some vanilla essence, guys, okay. Or vanilla flavoring when I can get it open. There you go. And I'm gonna have had around 2 capfuls, okay, of this. Nice. If you want to add more, it's up to you. It's optional, guys. Okay. And then we have our condensed milk here, guys. What I'm going to do before I add the condensed milk is give it a quick stir. Like so. Guys, that smells so good. That smells really, really nice. Can't wait to have this. And I know the kids and everyone's gonna love it. Okay, so guys, you can either use a can opener, or because I said it's a Jamaican / Caribbean style oats porridge, I'm going to do it the Jamaican way or the Caribbean way. I'm going to use a knife. And what we're going to do is, you're going to take the knife, well, you got to see what I'm doing. You're going to have it like that. Please don't try this at home. If you haven't used it this way, if you've never done it this way before, do not do it, okay? Just use your can opener. Do not follow, okay? But yeah, if you're Jamaican or Caribbean and you used to do this and you know how to do this, go ahead. Feel free. Okay, so you're just going to stick it on there like that. You're going to hold it down like so. Be careful. You don't want to put your hands around the knife like so. Okay, you just want to put it down like so. And you just want to support it. Okay, freely. And then you just give it a stab like so. Then you're going to... And I said the only reason I'm doing like this because I said I'm making it Jamaican / Caribbean style. So why not just do everything the way I used to do it? And you do the same thing for the next side. And you go like so. And there you got your O's. Okay? Okay, as I said, guys, if you got, it's more safer to use a can opener. So please, if you have a can opener, please do use a can opener, okay? And now you just wanna... I maybe want to get the oil a tiny bit bigger so you can go back to your knife and you can do so back when we open a can, we cut it round like so and the can will be open. Okay, so just give it a little bit more wider than that. This is really thick. This is very, very nice. Okay, and now we just want to give that a quick mix. Oh wow, guys, this looks so amazing. It smells so delicious. It's easy to do. It's very healthy. It's a very nice breakfast for the children, okay, and the whole entire family. So why not give this a go in your also, and leave comments. Let me know how you guys do this at home. If you do it the same method as I did, or you do it a bit different. If you had what I had, I said you don't. It's optional to add the milk. You can use water instead of the milk. But a lot of people get it burned and say they burn it when they use the milk. But you gotta just know how to gauge your temperature, know how to, you know, what temperature you have to leave it on for it not to burn. You do not want it high. As soon as it gets to the consistency you want, you do not want to leave the fire high. The fire needs to be very low, or on a lower end of your medium. Okay, guys, this looks delicious. And now the tasting. In our Jamaican also, we do not put a spoon in our mouth to taste it. Okay, or Caribbean overall, you can have some on the spoon like so. Okay, and you're gonna take your palm of your hand, and it's gonna be hot. So if you want to wait, you can wait. I'll wait for it to cool down a little bit in the spoon, because I don't want to burn my hand, my palm of my hand. Okay, and then what you're going to do is you're going to dip it in your palm of your hand like so. Then you can taste that. Ooh. The flavor, guys, the flavoring in this is amazing. Please do try it at home, guys. Try making it for your children, for the family. It's better than getting the one in the packet, in the cups. It's way much better, okay guys? So yeah, this is ready, guys. We can leave it for another 2 minutes just to boil all those sweetening and everything that I just put in there. But guys, it doesn't need to. It is ready to be served, okay? Ready to be served. And this is how I make my oats porridge for my family in my household, okay? It's amazing, it's delicious, and the family would love it, okay? As I said, again, it is optional to use the cinnamon powder if you have the cinnamon stick already, but if you want to use both, it's also optional. You can use both. If you have a nutmeg, guys, which is what we're missing, but even with the nutmeg being missing, it's still so delicious. You can use milk if you want to, or you can just use water. It is your choice. By the way, guys, I hope you enjoy this video, and I hope to see you again in our next video. Please remember to go and like and subscribe, okay guys? Our YouTube channel is there. Please making sure you are pressing that subscription button whenever you back up on our channel, okay? I hope that you guys will try this at home as well, because this is amazing for breakfast, okay? Very, very nice, delicious and healthy breakfast. Some of the stuff, as I said, guys, you don't need to add salt if you don't want to, but salt bring out the flavor, okay? And all your essence, your vanilla essence, your cinnamon sticky cinnamon powder. Some people doesn't like it with sugar. You don't have to use sugar, okay? It's all up to you. But guys, this is delicious, and we are going to go on and dish it out, ready for breakfast.